the wiki pedants amongst you will notice that we've imposed essentially an intranet structure on top of our wiki. We did this in response to users. They said they needed signposts, so we gave them signposts. This is total wiki heresy. We know it is, but we're using a wiki as a tool for our organisation, and we need to respond to what users want. So that's what we've done. Cats.
Cats.
I'm a bit worried that I've over-egged the cat. And I see we've got
cats in London.
We've got
the schism.
group.
Cat schism.
Come on, cats. So look, there's a cat added on the 15th of January this year. Sorry. Yeah. See, everyone's labelled their cat because they would do that. I mean, I love this page, but and I think it's great, but it also has a really, really important process. These people now know how to edit a page and upload an image. They're kind of basically 70% of the way there in terms of just using the wiki and editing it. I think that's a result, frankly. There's a really nice cats on here. As you can see, it's not purple. Oh, someone's put a
And we have video
someone's put
as well.
a film of cats on.
Which sadly I've already seen on YouTube.
I don't know if it's going to work. See, they know how to upload YouTube. Who knew?
Oh, gosh.
So
I think that's quite enough of exposing the company cats to you.
So in response to this question, you were talking a lot about how you were going to measure kind of adoption
Yeah.
as success, right?
Yeah.
And what's the relative adoption between groups? When you get, and so at the beginning of the project, you're probably sitting here going, okay, so what's the business value that someone needs in the organization?
Yeah, why are we doing this? Why are we doing why are we doing this? How much it's going to cost and how long are we going to give it?
Right. Is what you did, so it's a year out from now, how much does it differ from your initial projection? How do you guys look at that equation right now? Because that's the equation that some people have to go back and use to justify or make the decision themselves.
Well, it sounds terrible, like I'm skirting the issue. It's already delivered for us in that its scalability has been pretty good, and we are rapidly expanding the organisation, and that is really, really key for us. We've grown from I think we were 250 people when I joined, and we're 300 now. So the scalability issue is working. It's very much kind of if people use it. I know that sounds like a really trite answer, but if people use it, then it will survive, and not only survive, it will thrive. And like I said, we're converting people, and we're converting people in key areas. So in new business. In marketing, Top Dog you saw at the front there is our executive training program that we run, and all of their stuff is up there. So I'm kind of ticking boxes, as it were, like kind of got that one nailed, and also interestingly with those guys you don't see them fall off, so you don't see a rapid flurry and then nothing. You see them upload stuff, and then they continue to do it because the business never stops. I mean, I think there are objectives, and much as I'd love to show you these spreadsheets, I don't think you really want to see them. I think for us, my agenda is to make it so useful to the business that they can't switch it off.
Not a bad one. Have you guys been thinking about expanding this into like flexible client collaboration? The way that you work with your end customers? What issues do you think would come top of mind for you in that area?
We would love to do that, but to be completely frank with you, the tool isn't sophisticated enough yet. We'd need a lot of help from you guys. We need a lot because we don't. I'm not technical at all, and we don't, as you can see. And we don't have any in-house coders. It's not really something that we do. To actually get this to a state where I'd be happy to roll it out to clients, it would need to look a whole lot.
The visual. Yeah.
Visual things like tools. So, I mean, a really kind of obvious example is insert YouTube link, do this, do that. We'd need it to look branded. We'd need it to look amazing. It would need to replicate the experience that we give our clients on the ground.
Right.
And at the moment, to be frank with you, it looks like a wiki.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to really fight because we're a creative business, and wikis are quite difficult to sell into creative businesses because they're just words, you know. We go around, you know, what that doesn't, you know.
Where's the pictures of the
Where
kids?
are the pictures? But again, you know, as an experience, I guess they would say, as an experience, the user experience is not good enough for us to roll out to our clients. And I think that is, you know, over to you.
Yeah.
We'd love to do it, but
Yeah.
not at the moment. I know that you do that a lot in the States with your clients, and I think for law firms, I think it's really, really interesting because they don't want, you know, it's all, understanding, it's all about the copy, it's all about the text, it's all about the process. For us, there needs to be an experience element, and you need to feel like what if, and the moment it feels like a wiki.
Mm-hmm. So what we would do would be to work with the custom skin, but then also see other real feature requirements that go beyond that.
Yeah, and it would be, I mean, I'll be frank, it'd be good luck if we would do it, but it would be tough, because we'd be a tough customer.
Right.
Because you know, we'd want to do this, we'd want to do that, we want to do this, and you know, can it make it do this? And it wouldn't stop. So, you know, have a go if you think you're hard enough.
Yeah. Have you had many requests for really heavily customized or heavily skinned versions of this?
There is a feature in settings where someone can upload their own style sheet, make their own skin. And we do have a lot of more design-oriented companies doing that on their own. But also we do custom skinning as a service all the time for customers. Particularly, mostly on intranet deployments where it needs to match the company style sheet, that kind of thing. And so I'm actually surprised that yours has kind of the standard social text, blue UI, and things like that up top. But let's see, but we also have some other ways of creating a different presentation layer that is on top of what the wiki is, right? So if you really need to, and sometimes, so the strength of the wiki is that it emphasizes the content over the design, right? That people are putting in like big drawings, gestures, blink tags. It's much more getting people focused on the work itself. But it's different for different cultures and different, you know, brand identities of companies too. And yours has a different kind of standard than a lot of other, as you put it, like the way that a law firm would interface with their own customers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, it would need to feel like, there was something really old-fashioned, it would need to feel like virtual. What if? You know, if you could make it into a beam.
Anne-fay, thank you very much for that presentation. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for your time. I am conscious of the time, so we said we would stop at 11. But there is still some coffee left, and we'll be hanging around for a few minutes if you have any further questions or